northbound. I'll get him coming through the crossing, and then I'll pan away from the sun. All right, gates should activate here any second. Again, this is Racetrack Road, Jacksonville, Florida. One of the northbound, one of the morning arrival northbound trains. Auto racks, Titusville, most likely. Blocking up Racetrack Road pretty good on this Thursday, April 24th. It's called Racetrack Road because there used to be a dog track here before, when they had dog racing, greyhound. And then when they outlawed that, it became a best bet. And then The whole place was taken over by land developers. Now it's condos and apartments and shops. That's all behind me, you can't see it. I'll swing around maybe, if I remember. But it's a pretty busy thoroughfare from the, what they call the Bartram area. Julington Creek also, which was populated a long time ago. Bartram is new compared to Julington Creek. And then this is the main thoroughfare from those areas to US 1. Just on the other side of the tracks there. There you go. Well, I'm going to pan, that's right. So pan around. The racetrack was over there somewhere. Alright, so the second northbound train was right on top of that other one. I should have waited there at Racetrack Road. I didn't know they were going to be right on top of each other. They were going to be right on top of each other. I did notice that the signals didn't drop out. In fact, this train is going to go into the siding up there. Sorry for all the traffic, but I couldn't pull over because there's construction over there, so I had to wheel around and stop wherever I could. My truck is running now. Okay. Sorry. Alright. Panning to the south. The sun's over my right shoulder, so we should be okay. Nice sign right there in the foreground anyway. Giving them some free advertising. I should go back up there because I should go back up there and see what's going on because, well, I know what's going on. That other train was stopped, so this train is going into the siding. There's not another train coming southbound. Boy, they should stop before Racetrack Road, though, if they're going this speed. But they don't care about that stuff. Gonna block up Racetrack Road again after that train just did. Oh well, again, I don't care. I'm not. I'm not trying to get to work and all this stuff anymore. I'm out here enjoying my life, so I can laugh about it. Alright, well, sorry for that kind of mess, but it snuck up on me. So, one more thing to give you some perspective. This is actually St. Johns County now. St. Augustine began right up there a mile or so, and that right there, which you can't see the whole thing, but that complex right there is Nice High School, where Tim Tebow played football. Alright, Matty Gukas here in Jacksonville, Florida. I had to go to my tennis this morning in Jacksonville, and so I'm up here early. Stopped here at Greenland Road. That's the road to Mandarin High School. I mentioned this road before. Greenland Road. Anyway, no signal activity for northbounds, and it's about 9 a.m. Not sure what's going on. All right, so Matty Gukas here again. I came south to St. Augustine, and I saw the signals came on yellow to the north of here, and all red here. And I just came around that northbound signal down there, and that's yellow. So it looks like we're gonna have a meet. Stay tuned. All right, so the southbound has arrived. It's in the siding, and the most likely scenario is that's the 905 heading south, and one of the northbounds will pass it while it's in the siding. Let's see if he rolls all the way down here. You can see the ditch lights. I can see the ditch lights if you zoom in. Crossing Big Oak Road. Let's see if he rolls all the way down here today. All right, so yeah, looks like he's doing the slow roll down here. See if the ditch lights go on at, I think that's 5th Street. Anyway, there's a road there between Lewis Speedway and Big Oak Road. I think they call it 5th Street. See if he crosses that crossing. All right, here comes the northbound. There go the gates at Lewis Speedway. Ditch lights are on, going through that crossing. Alright, so again, this is probably the local 905 heading to Elkton and Bunnell. If it's not, we'll describe it when it gets here, but it sounds like the local. .905. I'm going to swing around here for a second. Let's see if he's got, yep, he's got green. Means the switch has been aligned and Should be cranking it up now. That must have just happened over my shoulder because now I hear I'm cranked up, throttled up. Looks like a pretty long local for me from here. Let's see. I bet they set these, starting here, I bet they set these guns and the rock cars out at Elkin. They're probably for Bunnell. Unfortunately, I have an appointment. I can't film that today, but here you go. Florida East Coast Railway, a meet in St. Augustine, Florida, near the county offices.